Good morning. This is your 8:15 daily operations weather briefing. Seeing just a few high clouds out around the area. Overall, expecting a mostly sunny day ahead. We will see the breeze pick up as it has already started to, and a good chance of seeing a wind advisory as we move through the day today, but not expecting any precipitation chances around the area. We did see some rain over the weekend, and our next chance of seeing some rain will be Thursday late overnight into Friday morning. Take a look at the current surface analysis. We've had two cold fronts push through the area over the past 12 hours, kind of reinforcing the cooler, drier air that we'll see sink over the area as we move over the next 24 hours. And eventually this area of high pressure will build eastward and down into the region ahead of a frontal system that will approach as we get towards the second half of the week. We look at the current conditions, again, just a broken deck around 25,000 feet, winds out of the north-northwest, 11 knots, gusting up to 19 knots, temperature 56 degrees, and our relative humidity is at 61%. Take a look at our current visible satellite. We can see those high clouds, just a patch of them swinging through the local area. We'll see those start to continue moving through and out of the area, leaving some mostly sunny skies with probably just a few low clouds around as we move through the afternoon. If we look at the short-term high-resolution model, again, dry weather expected as we move through our hours today, and we will just see some breezy conditions developing ahead of that high pressure as it builds into the area, keeping a tight pressure gradient over the local area. And then as we move through into the day on Wednesday, we will see dry conditions prevail as well. We'll see partly cloudy and then eventually becoming mostly cloudy at times, with possibility some coastal clouds building in, but overall partly cloudy through the day, and then increasing clouds later in the day as the next system starts to approach. But things remain dry through at least the first part of Thursday, and as you can see, getting into Thursday, that next frontal system starts to approach, bringing some potential for some disturbed weather, mainly as we get later in the afternoon and into the evening time frame, with this activity pushing through with our next rain chance in the local area. So looking at our 24-hour weather risk chart for today, looking at an orange risk for those winds at or above 25 knots through the working hours today, dropping down to a yellow risk for the early evening hours. Do expect those winds to pick up and continue to pick up as we move through the day out of the north-northwest, 10 to 15 knots sustained, gusting up to 26 knots, and then seeing a slight drop-off as we get late afternoon, early evening. We'll see our high temperature up around 61 degrees today, and again, overall, just some partly cloudy to mostly sunny skies around the area. This evening, we'll see mostly clear, becoming partly cloudy, and we'll see the winds lightening up, but still a slight breeze remaining out of the north, 6 to 11 knots as we get into the early morning hours of Wednesday. We'll still see a chilly evening with a low of 37 degrees. Tides running normal at this time. Wednesday looks fairly quiet. We'll see partly to mostly cloudy skies at times, and we'll see just a slight breeze through today, a high of 53 degrees, which is slightly below average for this time of year, but overall green for our weather risk that continues into Wednesday evening. We'll see partly cloudy to mostly cloudy conditions Wednesday evening. Seeing a slight onshore breeze through the evening as the winds turn more northeasterly to easterly, and a seasonable low of 42 degrees. And then Thursday, we'll see mostly cloudy to overcast conditions as that next system approaches. Slight breeze continues through the day, more out of the east to southeasterly. We'll see a chance for those rain showers, mainly as we get into the later afternoon and more so into the evening and overnight time frame. But another seasonable day with a high of 57 degrees, and we do have that yellow risk for that precip chance. Again, mainly looks like later afternoon into the evening timing at this time. So that's going to wrap up the 8:15 daily operations weather briefing. We'll be back again at 10 a.m. to take a look at the extended forecast. Enjoy your morning.